put that limb there.
Alright, I'll be up there to start mowing once I sell these apples.
And I'll be driving down the road in the combine as soon as I push the header out the gate.
So I forgot. Do I need to buy a...
No, I'm not out now.
Well, I got the rake up here ready to go, and I got the my baler up here ready to go.
These apples are they're quite expensive. They're paying me $250 a crate.
Wow, that's quite a bit. Oh.
Yeah, but I figured since production's so slow and you're going to get 2 out of it, that price went.
Mic off.
So did you all happen to catch the live stream of 19 today, the English version?
Mic on.
Who did that?
Mic off.
Farm Sim did, 2 o'clock. They're doing live streams every day until release day at 2 p.m.
All the regular butt sniffers, they get their key card number on Thursday.
So Thursday will be 19 overload. All right, back to farm.
Mic on.
Alright, I'm back. I'm going. Did you go live yet, Farmer Klein?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going live now too. Well, we're back, folks. Here with Farmer Klein on Willow Creek. Just waiting for him to get off his butt and mow this field so we can rake it and bale it. But he's nowhere to be found. I think he got tied up at a ice cream stand getting some ice cream or something.
What are you talking about? I'm mowing it right now.
You are? I don't see you.
Well, I'm down here where the baler was.
Oh.
Coming around to you now.
Yeah, I just came a back way through the farm instead of going down the road. Oh, there he is. I love this texture though. This alfalfa looks cool.
Wait till you see the polka dots.
Polka dots. All I see is where you're missing clumps.
I'm not missing no clumps.
There's a clump right. Oh, never mind. It disappeared. I gotta wait for him to make a couple more rounds though. Because this rake is rather large, folks. As you can tell.
Oh, you know what I need to buy? You could go pick up the cool overloader wagon that we bought.
Okay, I can
Just
do that.
for diamond tread. Crawler track. Let's try diamond. Just for Raz. Oh, you know what? We don't have any semi-tippers either, do we? Oh, I don't have a good one.
I assume I need to take tractor with me up there to get it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go for a little detour, folks. Might get us in trouble. Rubber Burner says DoughBoy and a Puma. Yes.
Kiwi says, welcome back, DoughBoy.
Thank you. Whoa! There's a collision there of some sort. I need to learn this map. Now, the question is, where's the shop at? Do 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 do. Where is the shop?
Down the stop sign, make a right, then make the next right.
Oh, I see it. Kiwi says Rubber Burner smells funny. Oh yeah, it's Rubber Burner. Of course he smells funny. I think Rubber Burner should join us. We're too good for that. He don't like Farm Sim no more.
I caught his cattle and crops. That piqued my interest. I've been playing that a little bit more now.
I haven't jumped on it yet. Oh, note to self. Can't drink Pepsi while driving. Everybody looks at my ceiling then.
Alright, Farmer Klein, don't get worried. I'm just going to steal just a little bit to see if it goes into the sheep.
Alright.
It's a John Deere dealer, folks. Check it out. Oh wow, this is tractor's a little small for this. Oh gosh. Reverse is on the brake pedal.
I didn't see how big it was. I just bought it. With a diamond tread. I don't know what that looks like.
It's cool. It's a diamond tread floater tire. Looks like your ATV tires.
Oh, because, you know, we don't have a cool dynamic shop like in 19 where you change it and it changes.
Kiwi says yes, Rubber Burner should join him. Come on, Rubber Burner, he says. Whoa! I really need to change that binding. I keep going to zoom my camera and I lose my trailer. DB's in the house. Well, thank you for the support, DB. Appreciate the watch hours over on Twitch. Are you sitting around with the second run yet, Farmer Klein? I'll hang out here and you can check out your purchase.
Yeah, I'm running along the street.
Okay, I'm up by the where you started at.
Just plugging along here, 13 mile an hour. Cutting my purdy field of alfalfa. It reminds me of 30 some years ago.
Yeah.
Except tossing these bales won't cut you all up.
I think Rubber Burner's ignoring you, Kiwi.
He doesn't love me.
No, he doesn't. I see somebody took my advice and cleaned up the farm.
I didn't clean anything up.
Well, tractors are parked, equipment's not strewn everywhere.
I just fast forwarded and fed the animals.
Somebody cleaned. Thank
And
you.
I put the bales in the bale stack. That's all I did.
I put the tractors away and he sold a bunch.
Ooh, it's a Fendt harvester. Nice. Well, I'm going to park this over here by the harvester since that's where we're going to need it. But just FYI, guys, you need one of the larger tractors to pull it.
Yeah, we'll probably use the Dutes 9 with the dollies. How about that?
Yeah, you're going to need at least that, or the big Challenger.
We're not running more ridiculous, so we'll be fine.
No, but it still doesn't look right. This little Puma behind it does not look right, sorry.
Puma is more powerful than it looks.
I didn't say nothing about being powerful. I said look.
So, Kiwi, you implied that you had heard them say a date on the South American map, or did you just hear later than release?
Yeah, from what I heard, it was later than the. I don't think Pharmer knows how to do the split.
You.
Hey Haggard, how's it going,
You don't
bud?
know who you're talking to, do you? I know how to do split screen. I just, one, don't want to waste the bandwidth of downloading his stream, and then because I'm also hosting the multiplayer on my side. And two, if I did that, I'd have to stop and probably take 5 minutes to set it all up. I don't want to do that.
So what did you think? So what did you guys think of today's live stream from Giant?
I didn't watch it. How many rows do I need before I can rake it? 3 or 4?
I would do 4. I would do 4 just in case. I would do 4 rows.
That one, probably 3.
3 minimum, 4 maximum. So what roller do you have? The bigger one?
Oh my gosh. It actually needs... Well, we'll see if it damages crop. What the heck just drove by us? Oh, the pickup wagon.
Yeah, Darren trying to pick out a wagon.
Did it work? Could you feed them?
It wouldn't take it. Not out of this wagon. I know it takes bales because I chucked one in there already. One.
FYI, this rake takes 4 rows.
Alright.
But it doesn't damage the crop if the wheel ends up getting in the crop a little bit.
You're on the 4th row now, aren't you, Tom?
Yes, he is. I'm raking.
So as long as you stay behind them, DoughBoy, you should be fine.
Well, I get the first run done, and then I can jump over and bail it while he does some more.
Yeah. So getting back to what I was asking, Tom, what did you think of today's live?
I thought it was a little disjointed and a little unorganized, if I were to be completely frank about it.
Okay, apart from being disorganized and saying, what did you think of the actual map?
Looked somewhat interesting. There's obviously plenty that they can continue to expand on showing this week.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just jumping from stuff to stuff, and in watching the German stream and having no clue what they were saying, but just watching it, for the most part, they did lots of very similar things between the two streams. They both obviously showed the store, they both showed the brands, they both fertilized with that fertilized spreader and customized that. They both harvested something, just with different harvesters. They both showed the missions. I think the English stream showed the placeable aspect a little bit more. But it was, yeah, it was what it was. Maybe when I get to gameplay, it'll be a bit more organized and a little less basically jump from one thing. Oh, did you show him this? Oh, what about that? And everything. Down here at the street corner, there's a bit of a tip collision because I got a massive pile of alfalfa that piled up.
Can't use...
No, that was for me having to use the control I to empty this damn wagon. I mean, darn.
Okay.
Haggard has it. Said he had a good talk with his girlfriend after my last stream. Well, good. If you said you hadn't talked to her since school, you might want to have that chit chat with her, because well, we all know if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Happy girlfriend / happy wife means a happy life.
Exactly.
I thought the camera was panning around a little bit too much. Never was a fan of the speed walk thing, so you get outside and you start flying around whatever you're looking at. And
Yep.
it's like they were in the truck and talking about how nice the truck looked, but all I knew is that it was as if they whipped their head to the right and then back to the left and then they were jumped back out again. I was like, alright. I saw a little bit of the interior.
I'm still not a big fan of the American map from what I saw today.
There's definitely some bigger fields on that map. You can sell land areas that you have previously purchased, so that was cool. If you kind of upgrade and you move on from the fields that you start out with to something else, you could sell those. Apparently, once you place something and it transforms the ground, and then you sell that building, the ground stays transformed, and there's a pad there now. So I guess maybe some people were thinking if you sold it, it would revert back to its original state, maybe.
There's one thing I am concerned about, because if you decide to put your farmyard in one area of the map, and then you decide that that's not the best place, then you've lost that field. So you have to start a whole new save game. That's one thing I do not like about the ground not going back to the way it was. Like, it's not major, but it's something that concerns me, you know. So it just means you have to be certain on where you want to place.
Yeah, I thought I was cleaning up my mess, but it's actually your first row. Oops.
Now you'll get to see the polka dotted bales. I thought well, there was some comments from some other folks that I was watching the stream with that thought that the center line on the American map was not very smooth. It just looked like a bunch of straight lines that were placed together and rotated slightly in order to make turns. So then I went back and looked at the German map stream, and the road markings on that road are just dashed white lines in the middle, so you don't see, you know, jaggedy bits on turns. But if you look at the English stream of the US map, when they're driving down the road, you can see that basically the center line isn't a nice curve. It's just a straight line, and it rotates a little bit. It's another straight line, and then it rotates a little bit. So that was kind of a disappointment that they didn't have better lines on the roads.
Yeah.
It was as if the roads are put down in little placeable chunks.
Wow, they are polka dot, aren't they?
Which leads you. So if, let's say, you build a farm in the middle of a forest, because you could buy a forest area and clear it and put your farmhouse down, and you could start putting some buildings down. Is there going to be a way to basically create a dirt or gravel road or a paved road lane basically up to your area? I mean, in 17 we got that roller. Is that roller going to be still around? Are there going to be placeable road structures, items? One guy was like, because we were talking about start from scratch, where my idea of start from scratch is like what I did on Emerald Coast. You start with zero money and a chainsaw and maybe a pickup. But with these new missions, you can literally start with zero money and just do missions until you can buy a pickup or a small tractor and a log trailer and get to work. Starting from scratch isn't starting with nothing and, you know, $3 million. That's starting with $3 million. So if you start from scratch, you kind of have to have a way, you know, you could literally maybe have a map that's just 2x2 grid of grass and trees split up into viable zones, and then, you know, do it that way.
The one thing I am looking forward to is the modern maps and seeing how people.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the dynamic of setting a map up for the different play styles works, because with the quote easy play style, because there really isn't easy medium hard anymore or easy normal hard. There's now like newbie farmer or something, where you basically have a map that's very similar to a 17 map, where the farm is there, buildings are there, equipment is there, and you start with some amount of money, and you own some land. Then you have farm manager mode, I think it is.
I can explain the three modes. New farmer, farm manager, and start from scratch.
Yeah. So farm manager, you basically start with money, and I don't know if you start with land, but you basically, I think, have to build stuff, build your buildings, build your farm, buy your equipment, but you start with a wad of cash.
You don't start with any equipment. In Farm Manager, you don't start with no farm or equipment. So that leaves you totally open to where to build the farm of your dreams and pick out its prime starting location and crafting everything from produce to estimate. So
Right.
yeah, so Farm Manager you start with some land, but start from scratch, which is the most hardcore option, you more play realistic, but with no land, no farm, and limited money.
Then you want to grab a wrapper and try to wrap some of them.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So from the standpoint of a map author making a mod map, basically it's, we have to see what's the dynamic of setting a map up for all three playstyles. So obviously you would, with the newbie farmer, you would place your buildings, you would set your starting vehicles maybe like you do in 17 and everything. But in the other playstyle, in theory, maybe whatever farm buildings you put down are no longer there. Maybe it's a pad, or maybe you go in and you sculpt the area as if it was, nothing. It's that, do you basically build out 2 or 3 areas of that map depending on difficulty level? Do you give them different channels or something in the editor? We won't know until we have access to the editor, and we can basically export the in-game map as a mod to basically see how they're doing it. And until there's guidance in the developer network.
And that's all gonna take time in the way. That's all gonna take time for people to learn the new system on how.
Alright, I'm on the 4th run now.
I see this wrapper in play. That's a different style wrapper. Is this the one you gotta buy the handmade foil things for? It's not wrapping. Do you even have it on, Darren? Or do you not have to turn on the PTO?
How are you up in this way up in the sky, Klein?
Oh, it's a trick.
Because I'm awesome.
You can take a look at it.
There's some camera zoom out mod. I don't know where I got it from.
Okay.
No, it doesn't turn on. It's not picking it up either. Huh. There it goes. I don't know how I did it. That's a pretty cool wrapper. That is pretty cool.
All I did was put the fill type materials to it. That's it.
What's that?
I just added the textures and the extra for alfalfa. That's all I did this.
Oh, you had to go in and edit the mod. You starting ups and downs?
Yeah, if I can figure it out. Well, I was going to cheat and use GPS, but I don't have a clue how to do it with an offset like this, so we'll just freeform it. When does the alfalfa turn to silage? Does it actually ferment?
Yeah, it has to ferment for a day.
Sweet.
Oh, Darren's mowing now.
Yeah, I just jumped out to show everybody the polka dotted bales. And then he ran over and jumped in the mower, so I'll wrap. Give everybody a little bit of a change.
Yeah, that's what worked out pretty nice to me. I could jump back and forth between raking and baling, so my viewers didn't just have to sit here and watch me rake a whole stream.
And it's, you know, since this is, I don't know of any map or too many maps that have had alfalfa where you can bale it,
right?
Let alone wrap it, because I know this is a
and now you can
customization on the wrapper.
You can use it on as a feed type too, then, for all the animals, or
sheep and cows.
Well, sheep and cows are the only thing that really uses alpha or hay, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
You can use alfalfa
in
instead
bale
of
form. Because
Yeah,
then
I'm
you
just
did,
gonna.
or did you try the silo? Were you trying the silo, or were you trying to feed the animals loose alfalfa? Like
I
you
was
said, it
trying
didn't
to
work.
I tried it loose, but with that graze mod, I don't know if it'll let it, but it does work. I know it takes bale.
Gotcha.
So I'm just gonna wrap this first row along the street, and then we'll leave the rest of bale form. I might pick up that loading wagon and dump a load or two in the bunker just to show.
Now, when you put it in the bunkers for silage, you got to do just like you would any other silage. You got to compact it and whatnot.
Yep. You have to switch the bunker from chaff to alfalfa mode, and then you can dump it in, and it basically becomes alfalfa compaction. It compacts it.
Copy that.
And I think you agree, it doesn't compact as easy as.
Yay.
Yeah, so I thought this stream we can do all things alfalfa.
But now you said only in-game balers work. You can't use a mod baler?
That's what I was told. I never tested it.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll be testing it then. Because in my stream, I'm going to be using a baler mod for now. Or maybe I'll just try the coon pack, because I always wanted to try that one baler anyway. Or straw harvest. I always load it in the game, but then I never get to the map far enough because I get bored of the map. But now finally people are making maps that I've been wishing for. Of course 17's on its way out the doors, but I like American style maps with production. Something that you're actually growing the crops to be used for.
You and me both, brother.
I
So
cannot stand just growing crops to sell it. It's like, okay, well, really?
So you're in love with South Mountains. Zaren's edit of that thing.
I like that map. I like the edit. I like this map so far. Yes. There's two other ones that I really want to try, but I can't do it single player, and nobody I know is interested in doing multiplayer because 19's so close to coming out. However, I am looking to start a stream, and I haven't talked to a key player yet, so if he's watching this stream, it'll ruin a little bit of it. But I am thinking about using my server for a multiplayer version of a map, and then I want to get some key people together and to play it, and basically leave the server running all the time. You can play it at your risk, kind of like we did with James's deal. You know, if you happen to be streaming and other people were in the map playing, great, you had activity. If not, well, you know, well. But what I want to do with it is, while streaming, I want to have our guys open up their PayPal accounts, and anything that we bring in while we're streaming it, or maybe even just doing it on certain, like this Saturday, all 4 or 5 of us are going to get together and we're going to stream it. And during that stream, all donations that we raise, we send to the cause. So I think you can pretty much figure out which map I'm talking about. But I want to play the map, but I think it's a little big to play by myself. But I think it'd be a good idea, and I support the cause wholeheartedly.
The other DB says he's in.
Yeah, I saw that. I'd like to get Rubber Burner convinced. Because I've been getting, now that I'm back, I've been getting a lot of people back on. When are the twins getting back together? When are you and Rubber Burner going to do something again? And I know he's not really too keen on FS17, but I'm hoping maybe I can twist his arm on it, at least for that reason and for that cause. But there's that map, and I really would like to try that Oklahoma. But again, it's way too big of an undertaking to go single player on. Alright, well, we gotta wait for Farmer Klein to catch up.
Me?
Whoever's mowing. Sorry. I thought you were. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? That map was horrendous. Which one, DB? Let me know when you get 4 rows done there, Darren. Oklahoma, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it looked pretty cool. Oh, you're going around in circles. Was that 4 rows down that other strip?
Yes, sir.
He says that map was horrendous. No, no, no. I'm not doing that map for that cause. No, we're going to do... I would like to do Jordan's farm. Jordan's farm. Is it Jordan or Jordan?
Joran.
That's what I thought.
J-O-R-A-N. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go pick up a row. I'm not... Okay, I'll wait.
You can windrow it. I'll pick it up behind you.
Now I got to get around this bale. There's somebody dropped a bale in my way. Yeah, I want to do that one and donate it to the cancer research. Kind of affected my family as well.
So I decided, well, first I asked Maverick what he thought. Once I saw that you could name your little horsies on 19, I decided that the first horsey I owned I was going to name Joran. So I asked Maverick what he thought, if Joran would have approved of that or not, and what he thinks his family would think of. And Maverick said he thought that would be more than appropriate. So I'm like, alright, it's done then. Jordan will be the name of any horse that I buy first. On any map.
Nice. Well, there you go, Rubber Burner. And you're back in chat, so you probably heard my comment. So, can we twist your arm? If you were here, you know what I told you I needed to talk to you about then. Oh, you missed it. Alright, then I'll talk to you and explain it a little better in Discord later. DB, don't spoil it. Let me talk to him, because if anybody's going to convince him, Either that or just say yes, Rubber Burner. He hopes I'm not going to ask him to play 17. Maybe. But it's for a really good cause, though. That changes your opinion. Oh no. I hit that pole. My oh my, I'm not going to get around that, am I? Sure I am. Oh boy, a waste.
You know what? It's not working to dump this in the bunker. Used to.
Mic off. Mic on. Mic off. Mic on.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we have to use a tipper.
Mic off. Mic on. Mic feedback off.
Opposed to loading
Mic
wagon?
feedback on.
I guess I've never used, you know, we just always blown it in a trailer from a, you know, a forager.
Oh.
It's just a guess. I have no idea. haven't done anything to it.
What are you trying to dump it at? Oh, wait, no, bunker. Huh. Well, would it be different coming from a loading wagon than a tipper?
I have no idea. It's just the only hopeful plan I have, and then I'll have to look into how it's set. Just like you found on South Mountain Creamery, you should be able to dump in that thing with a bucket, you know, so I'm gonna look to see what that.
Oh, yeah.
Just so I'm prepared for 19.
Rubber Burner says, on the flip side, I might enjoy playing with the Screaming Demon one more time. Good. Well, remind me later, RB, and I'll tell you my idea. You got a tipper? You need me to follow you with a tipper, or you want me to bail another row?
No, I'm gonna dump this loading wagon and
Oh, grab a
shoot it
tipper
in
and
with
shoot
it.
it in. Gotcha.
You want to mow a little bit, DoughBoy?
Not particularly. Where'd my baler go? Oh. Huh. Somebody in my baler? No, I just wasn't in the right spot.
Welcome to your church.
How realistic will it be? I don't know, I haven't worked out all the details yet, DB. I like to play semi-realistic at least. I mean, I don't know.
Well, if it's that map, I would say not very realistic, or you'll never do anything, because it just takes so long to get anything done.
It's kind of the point, though. It's kind of fun to grind it.
This is a big grind. Like 500,000 liters of sand that you have to scoop out with, what, a 10,000 liter bucket? Or should I say 500,000? Did I not say 500,000?
Yeah, then maybe it might not be such a great idea. I don't know. I didn't always say my ideas were the greatest. I just come up with a lot of them.
Well, it's not a bad idea, but it is a very, very time-consuming map. Like Oklahoma, it might be more suited.
So Maverick kind of made the map kind of like that other, I forget what the heck that author was that had that big map out for 17 that you could, all your vehicles stored in a garage, but they never showed up on the map until you chose to pull it out of the garage. And it had all the industries and stuff you had to do on it. I forget what the name of the map was, but it was huge.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Pleasant Valley.
Was it Pleasant Valley? You had to use his mods.
Yeah, same here. So, I mean, there was all these fill types. I mean,
Yeah, PV3. There we go.
if you want to use your mods, you're not going to be able to fill most things because it just won't take it. And most of the trailers that are set up are set up in such a way that they hold a couple 100,000 liters of stuff.
Right.
All right, this is real weird. Now I can't even scoop up this pile with a silage fork.
So maybe the only thing we can do with the alfalfa is bale it and...
I'm wondering if the green mowing mod messed things up like that. Oh, there it is.
I don't know. I'll take a look at the mod desk and see what it's all set for. But like I said, I haven't messed with anything. It should all work.
Yeah, it all worked before. The only difference is now we can bail.
I'll tell you what, when I start this map, I'll take that mowing, cutting green, whatever out, and I'll try it. See if that's the conflict. Because I don't plan on using that mod. I don't really need to cut crops that I'm going to harvest.
Alright, wheel loader can't dump in it either.
Did the bunkers work before with alfalfa?
Yep.
It's got to be a mod conflict then. That's probably the mod. It makes sense.
You want me to mow, but Darren?
Yeah, if you want. This isn't quite my thing, but I wanted you to be able to try other stuff.
Are we wrapping anymore?
Nah, that'd probably be a waste of, this stuff. So we can make silage out of it.
Yeah, when I was playing this map with the testing and a little bit after it was released, I had filled that cow bunker there with alfalfa.
Yeah, so did Dirty Dr. Tractor. He did the whole map.
Well, Darren, if you want to hop in the baler, then you can follow me and bale. Then we get this field done, I'll go harvest and somebody can follow me in the loading wagon. Come up here, Farmer Klein. Needs one more row cut and I got 4 up here. He was doing circles. Or whoever's down there in the mower. Then you can go back to your straight lines.
Oh, whatever gets it done. Yeah, so like on Jordan, you got to build a bridge. And the bridge takes, I don't know how much, but let's say 500,000 liters of rock, concrete, sand, and stone, and curbstone, and steel beams, and a bunch of other things. Well, concrete takes like lime and sand and stone or something. And, you know, it doesn't take a little bit, it takes a fair amount of each. And the only way to get most of those raw materials is to scoop them at a quarry or take fuel to a mining machine that, you know, mines it out of the ground. And to get fuel, you've got to harvest this giant field of sugarcane and corn and I think something else. So basically you're there harvesting sugarcane for probably 3 days in order to get a couple million liters of fuel to fuel everything up. So yeah, and I think we put in a we had a Homer header that did sugarcane that like did it at like 12 miles an hour or something, and it still took us probably 5 hours to harvest a single field of sugarcane. And then who knows how long it took us to do corn with a standard harvester before we put in a modded one that has a bigger capacity and a faster rate just to get through it. I mean, it's a fun map. It's not a what I would call a realistic play unless you seriously want to grind for months. Not to discourage you.
Yeah. You're doing a pretty good job of it. It's not that I'd really mind doing it, but I'm not going to get other people interested. Not with 19 being so close.
Now there's the potential that it will get converted to 19.
Yeah, but with all the rumors, going around,
what it would look like because of the texture differences and everything.
Yeah, but with all the rumors going around about how hard it's going to be to convert anything 17 to 19, it doesn't keep my hopes up very well.
Well, all of that is because there's no information's out, so everyone's shying on the side of precautious, I think. Especially around the fact that it's a lot of different... The texturing is completely different. So things that are custom built are going to need to be retextured. I mean, if you just go and change like the triggers and everything for Goldcrest Valley and put it in 19, it's probably going to look like blah because of the way the texturing is done now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to start loading up some of these bales?
Yeah, it's fine. I got the truck back down there by the flatbed. I put an alfalfa stack basically down behind the one of those sheds.
Yeah, I seen it.
I mean, it's difficult if it's like on a server and you're not in it every day. It takes you like a good half hour to figure out what needs to be done. Yeah, DB said it took. Tazinate did it in 3 real days, so 72 game hours, with 4 or 5 guys, pretty much in the server. A fair amount of that time. We got a lot of bales off this thing.
Yeah, we did.
Almost had a panic moment. Trailer 1 loading. I'm like, oh crap, with all these bales laying around here, but they want square bales, not big.
Well, I had it on pallets earlier. That's okay. I could just edit the XML and make them magically appear in the stack. I definitely did not do that when I did 365 straw bales on Emerald Coast.
Nah.
Nope. I picked every single one of them up and transported them.
Oh, sorry.
So how's the ribs?
Hurt.
Did you have a doctor visit?
Yep. He says I'm going to be probably out of work for another month. He said that's if physical therapy will sign me off after 2 weeks of it. Because he doesn't even want me starting physical therapy for another 2 weeks. So, I'm hoping my attorney can get workers' comp to start shelling some checks out, or I'm going to be in trouble. Not really looking forward to sitting at home for, well, by that point it'd be 6 weeks. But what do I do?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to. Don't rush it, or you'll set yourself back.
Well, not only that, if I rush it and do something beforehand, it'll void workers' comp because I'm going against doctor's orders, and I can't afford those kind of bills. A week in the hospital, air medical, yeah, no, that ain't happening. I can't afford that.
Yeah.
And actually, honestly, it's going to be two emergency room visits, because they took me to that emergency room to stabilize me before the air medical flight. Now, granted, they'll bill University of Virginia and it'll all be on one bill, but it's still a bill. So, no, there's going to be no rushing, and I'm going to do it. I'm doing it right, but doesn't mean I have to enjoy it.
No.
So that's what my PC's here for. I get an awful lot of gaming in, I guess.
And at least it's comfortable to sit in.
Somewhat.
Raznik's got a break, dropping by and saying hey.
Hey, buddy. I just hope I can, I hope I can go hunting. Because that's like 2-3 weeks away. So it'd be nice to be able to get out in the woods.
Hello, Blue Wombat.
Is it on the ground? It's definitely not a tree stand, is it?
Oh, I always tree stand hunt. I may have to change that, but I'd rather be on the ground. A day of ground hunting is still better than no hunting at all. Rubber Burner says not. So thankful I live somewhere with universal health care. Yeah. You know, I hear that doesn't always have its wonderful times either. But we won't get into that. That's kind of like bringing politics to a stream. I won't do it. Yeah, he says call the wild in case I can't get out. Now, I'm really hoping to get out. I got buck tag, 2 doe tags. Wife's got buck tag, 2 doe tags. Something I enjoy.
Low.
Something I really enjoy doing. I don't know, my headset battery's going dead. I'm gonna have to plug her in. Something I definitely enjoy doing with the old man. So, we'll see what happens. He says I should probably be able to go out because I just may not be able to use my rifle. I may have to go to a smaller caliber rifle in order to do it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that season usually opens up around Thanksgiving, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's Monday after.
Welcome to your challenger.
Oh wow, this challenger talks to you.
Yeah, that's the George Takei sounding guy, the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah. Welcome to your challenger.
The fence got some chick that says something in German. We got a hunting cabin up in West Virginia, and I know that when my grandfather was around, he was always up there like the weekend before Thanksgiving, and it was always well, he'll be home for Thanksgiving if he's got his deer. So you never really knew until he pulled in, because you know that was before cell phones existed.
Right.
You know, it's like we'll know when he shows up, but until then, we don't know where he is.
DB says season's already underway there. Well, we have archery season and muzzleloaders already underway here. Usually I go out small game and turkey hunting, which I could not do. I just couldn't see shooting a shotgun with the way I'm feeling. And, well, heck, I don't even like walking right now the way I feel, especially if I fall. But, like I said, archery and muzzleloaders in. But rifle starts the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't think the kickback of a shotgun is going to feel very good on your core.
No, that's like the kickback of my 300 wouldn't either. That's the rifle I use. It's my rifle of choice, but like I said, the doc did tell me he didn't give me permission today, but he knows that that's my goal. Especially if I'm going to be off work, why not go hunting anyway? You know. He said that provided that I feel okay to be able to walk and do that kind of stuff, he thinks I'll be able to hunt. He just doesn't think I'm going to be using my rifle. He thinks I'm going to have to lower the caliber to like a 30-06 or borrow my dad's 22 Hornet or something like that, which I've killed many a deer with that 22 Hornet. You just got to make sure you know where you're shooting at. But yeah, you said that he thinks I can probably get hunting in, but it'll be a different. I won't be using my favorite gun, which is my 300 short, my Remington 300 ultra short mag. I like my AR too for target range. I didn't know you could use it to hunt with, though. I guess they did just pass that law. You can use semi-automatics, didn't they? I think that's the worst law ever.
I agree. With all the people going gun fanatic, I don't know how that ever.
Yeah, well, the short, I mean, I don't have a problem owning a semi-automatic, but I don't think it should be allowed in a hunting range. It takes the sport out of hunting. It really does.
Here, Marky says rifle season started Saturday in New England. Bow season has been going on for 2 weeks, he thinks.
DB says you can only shoot a rifle that holds 3 shells for deer here. I'm talking about coyotes and raccoon and other trash game. Yeah. Now that I do see it. That it would be fun with. I will agree with you there. Where are you from, DB?
Nebraska, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never knew that you could only use that kind of... That's neat knowing, where you're from to know that. I know, is it West Virginia or Maryland? One of those states you can only use a shotgun. I don't know, I'm just not into that either. Shotgun with slugs. Has to be a 223 or higher as well. So you're from Nebraska. Oh, we hauled a whole lot of cattle out that direction. Southeast corner, gotcha, 10-4. It
I was
would.
going to drop that bale right in front of you.
It is.
Because I'm nice that way. So next week this time, we should all have access to the 19.
Yeah, did I read that right? That we could get it like 6 p.m. Eastern on the 9th?
Yep. So the gist is, it's supposed to release, apparently, at midnight German time, which is +1 GMT. And we are currently 5 hours behind GMT. So that means German time is 6 hours ahead of us. So midnight German time is 6 p.m. our time the day earlier. So midnight on the 20th is 6 p.m. on the 19th for us East Coastians. It also means it's basically 3 p.m. in the afternoon for the Pacificans. And for the Aussie lands, it's sometime like in the evening of the 20th. Now, other people have said that when 17 came out, that Steam was later than people who had gotten it from the download. So I don't know. if basically they've coordinated with Steam and basically told them that, you know, they wanted a global simultaneous release or something, or what?
I don't know, it's the first time I got the game from Steam.
Yeah, first time for me too.
And I know with the DLCs, I bought all the DLCs that I bought from the Giants website. I had the Steam copy of the game, and they worked just fine and dandy. What I don't know is if you have the Steam copy, or if you have the Giants copy of the game, and you buy Steam DLCs, what happens?
That worked fine, because that's the way I did.
So, okay. Because some people were like, well, I'll buy it from Steam, that way I can take advantage of the DLC sales, because Giants never puts their DLCs on sale.
Y'all want me to start harvesting this field?
Hold on. I'm trying to get rid of this pile of alfalfa. Uh-oh. Are you stuck?
Crap, yeah.
Alright. I'll be by in a minute. I guess it wasn't much to make that stackable take alfalfa.
No, I just had to copy one of the other bale types, rename it, and then bring in textures for the...
So I've got a sweet deal. I took 3 days off from work and I'm getting 9 days off. Because of course I don't work weekend, so that's 2 days. Next week we would normally work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I took those off. And we've got Thursday, Friday off because of the holiday. And then another weekend. So 3 vacation days equals 9 days without work.
You want me to whittle that away? Why, hell, you're almost done.
So what's the verdict? Yay or nay? You want me to start on this?
Yeah, we can start on it.
Do you want it spread or do you want a swath?
We'll play straw. We'll bale it.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta run off for a few moments, so if you want to see what it's like to drop alfalfa off, oh hooray, you can.
Oh, sweet. It's something I haven't done.
And there's a patch of alfalfa here in the middle of this field. Oh, there was. It just went away. Oh, welcome back, Michelle. Boy, this is a big field.
Yeah, field 1 is nice. And Darren said that basically what he did with fields on this map is if the field is not square, then what he did was he went into game and actually plowed the field out using create fields. And that's how he basically defined most of the fields that kind of feel natural.
Right.
And his idea was, he said, was that he thought he'd be able to define it better and flow with the topography.
Right. Well, I'm at 70% already. But that's alright. I'll tab out and go over to the other tractor and come unload myself, at least till you guys get that field cleaned up.
I think he's putting the kids to bed.
Copy that. Yeah, I'm going to go eat dinner after this stream's over, and then come back down and work on a little something I need to try to clean up yet on one of my saves. And if I'm still awake and can't go to sleep tonight like it's been, you guys might see a Let's Play release tomorrow. Oh, and I'm full.
I saw you were like ATSing at midnight or something
Huh?
the other night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of playing that, just having some fun. Okay, this is a lot of tabbing.
You can stop tabbing. I got your track.
Oh. I didn't know you came back. Okay, I'm there waiting to be unloaded. I'll tab till I get back to the combine then. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were coming. Sorry. I'm directly
Alright.
behind the cow shed.
Time to feed the alfalfa.
Oh, he's coming a long way. Is this the in-game fent, or is this a mod?
It's a Giants mod.
I didn't think I remembered the in-game stuff having IC controls.
Oh, actually, that's not. That is a mod of the Giants mod by Strophilis modding.
Copy that.
He did a couple other really nice ones.
Yeah, I noticed I was going the wrong way because I thought you'd make it farther than it.
No such luck.
Oh, we broke something because the alfalfa's not getting accepted.
Uh-oh. What are you doing, Darren?
Oh, I thought you were stuck. I was getting ready to push you.
No, I'm waiting for you. I knew this stretch isn't that long, and I'm not sure if you can get beside the field on the long stretch, so I wanted to get empty by the time I got to the end of this stretch. So we realistically don't damage crops. So we don't have to listen to Farmer Klein say, somebody drove through that field.
Well, they did. As I pull up to it, there's these 2 grooves in the field. So 19's crop bending is pretty cool.
Oh, whoa, stop that. Wrong button. Here at DoughBoy Gaming, or shall we say Rubber Burner 1.0 EXZ, where we push all the wrong buttons, we run into things, and we forget how to talk. I'm half afraid to do another Let's Play recorded one, though. I'm just worried about all the trouble OBS is going to give me.
Trouble.
I can never do anything without having something not work right, Farmer Klein. You know this. This is a very large field, but I like it. Are we going to get 2 harvesters working on this?
And 19's coming up. I think we're going to be saving a little bit for Raznik. He's been looking forward to his grant.
Yeah, we'll hit it hard on Wednesday. We got field 1 to harvest, field 3, field 6, field 2, and 2 museum fields.
What you streaming tomorrow night?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So we got a big field of canola, got a little field of corn, 2 fields of corn, canola, and wheat. Sunflowers.
full. You got to get under the pipe, or Farmer Klein. Oh, you bought another overloader, or?
No, Darren jumped out.
Oh.
I was actually coming over to see if it had passenger script in it, and then next thing I know, he was out.
Yeah, he's over playing around the river right now.
Just taking a quick ride through the bridge.
Ride through the what?
Bridge.
Copy that.
So yeah, so what I don't know is if we're going to do Wednesdays and Fridays stream on this, or if we're going to do Wednesday, Friday, and Monday. Kind of depends on if we get done.
Head tracking died. Well, told you before, I'm laid up for a month at least, so count me in. I'll join you for whatever streams you want me to join you on.
I think we got an overloader like this in 19, don't we?
I think so.
I guess we all have 19 on Monday night. Be foolish not to see how the multiplayer.
What night are we supposed to get 19?
Next Monday,
During the day.
6 p.
Well, I may not be back at 6 p because if I'm... Oh no, wait, next Monday's not hunting week yet. Never mind. The week after. Thanksgiving's next week. I'm all screwed up. I don't know what day it is anymore. That is too, if I can even go hunting. But I'm hoping. Like I said, the doc gave me a bigger anti-inflammatory, so that's supposed to help. And he increased the dosage for my pain meds so that I can actually get a night's sleep. Because I've noticed that when I do fall asleep, I wake up because I'm hurting too much once the pain meds wear off. So he increased that because I don't use them during the day. At least I haven't the past 2 days. But maybe with full night's sleep of rest and the bigger anti-inflammatory, I might be a little bit better off for getting better a little quicker.
How are you going to get the game out of the woods?
I'll have help. I never hunt alone. I mean, I hate to do that. I don't like making somebody else drag something that I kill, but the people I hunt with, I'm sure, aren't going to mind considering the situation. They'll just get me back next year. I'll be dragging all their stuff. Or, I've got a tractor. If I'm here at home, I'll just walk back, get my tractor. Yes, girl, I don't plan on going hunting if I don't have permission from the doctors. Trust me. Like I said, my doc said today that I should be able to. I just won't be able to use my gun because it's too high caliber. DB says you'll be the beer caddy. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, I won't go out in the woods if I can't carry a gun. It just isn't the same to me. It's really going to upset me because, like, I look forward to 2 things every year that I do for myself, you know, that is my enjoyment, my vacation, my stress relief, whatever you want to call it. One of them is my summer trip to Florida for the Country Music Festival, which is not happening next year. So I have to plan a different vacation now. And the other thing is hunting season. So I'll be kind of upset if I don't get to take advantage of hunting season this year. But it is what it is. It's like I told the doctor, you know, I'm not happy that I'm not going to be working for at least another month, but the body will heal as the body heals. It's just nothing you can do about it. And let's face it, I'm not as young as I once was, so I don't heal as quick to begin with. Get a crossbow. Can't hunt rifle season with a crossbow, rubber burner. Only archery. I'm at 88%, guys. Yeah, I know, right, DB? He says they overlap there for a week. Yeah, they don't here. I don't know. It depends on where you're at, DB. Here in Pennsylvania, they legalized it during archery season. It used to be unless you were disabled, but they just now, this year's, they legalized it. I don't know if that's across the board or if that's just for state to state. Look at that. Farmer Klein's going to go bailing in front of you, Darren, so that way you're going to have to dodge bales as you're unloading me. Or if he'd have been nice and waited 30 seconds, we'd have been out in front of him. You know that.
This is professional harvesting. You gotta do slalom course.
He says they are illegal here in Nebraska so far as he knows. Yeah, like I said, it very well could be. I just know what they did here. Well, you know, I kind of agree with that, DB, but I kind of don't. If you honestly want my opinion, I think it should have been like if you're disabled or once you reach a certain age, like when you can carry a senior citizen's license, hunting license, then you can shoot crossbow. I agree. If you're going to shoot archery, shoot a bow. But what I didn't like about it here was there wasn't any leniency on it. You had to be flat out disabled in order to shoot a crossbow. Well, there's a lot of our senior citizens hunters, let's face it, they can't pull a bow back anymore. But then again, I have to look back and think too that I kind of like the fact that it's legalized now, because you have some 20-year-olds, some 30-year-olds that can't pull a bow back at the right kind of draw in order to do what you need to do, and they end up wounding more deer than they do killing. And I don't like, you know, if you get a deer, you better drop a deer. I don't like, you know, again, I'm a sportsman. It takes the sportsman out of it. I eat what I shoot, and I don't want to wound something and have it running around the field. So in that point, I like the fact that it's legal, because like I said, these people that can't, not all bows have a good let off in their cams to be able to get you a good feet per second on your arrow speed to drop the deer. So I kind of go indifferent on whether or not I like the fact that you can have a crossbow or not. What the heck did I do there? I pushed the wrong button again. He says, but then again, so is hunting from the road or inside the cab, but it happens on occasion. Agreed. I don't agree with that either. If you want to stay out of the weather, build yourself a tree stand or a blind. DB says, growing up, man, we would have gotten our hides tanned for shooting twice. Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. hunting has a stiff fine here. You lose all guns in the vehicle. Exactly. Does here too. Very stiff fine. You can lose your guns. You can lose your hunting license. You can lose your vehicle. But people still do it. That's just like poaching. People still take deer out of season too. And I don't agree with that either, unless it is your only source of food. Now, I will agree with it if you're that hard up and you can't put meat on the table unless you go out and hunt it yourself. I think there should be stipulations where you can apply and be allowed those type of licenses, or be able to hunt out of season if you're doing it to support or feed your family. But like I said, poaching's just as illegal as, or just as bad and done in just as much as road hunting. The bottom line is, if people want to break the law, they're going to break the law. Don't matter what it is. That's like here they're trying to legalize Sunday hunting too. And as much as I enjoy hunting and as much as I enjoy, a sportsman that I am, I disagree with allowing Sunday hunting. And people are like, well, if you're in it as much as you are, why would you not want it? Well, I don't typically bring religion or beliefs into my streams, but I will with this comment. I'm a firm believer that Sunday was created to be the day of rest. And I don't think you should be out hunting on the day of rest. I think all things should stop on that day. I don't agree with stores being open, restaurants, whole 9 yards. So no, I don't think we should be allowed to hunt on Sundays. And I also think you're going to keep a lot of spouses happier if they don't legalize that, because let's face it, if you're a true sportsman or a true hunter, if your better half is not into it, they get pretty upset pretty quick, because you're gone anytime you can be in the woods, you're in the woods. And they get upset pretty quick. So if you give a day where you're not allowed to hunt, things will get done around the house. They'll be happy because you get to spend a day with them. So that's my thoughts on it anyway. But I get asked that question a lot too. Why are you against Sunday hunting if you're such a sportsman? Well, right there's my reason. Now, granted, the good news is, everybody in my family loves to hunt, so I get lucky, but it still doesn't let me get caught up around the house. Well, DB, I'm a firm believer that hunting is a country thing. If you're not a country boy, you don't like hunting. There's not very many city slickers I know that like to go out and go hunting. But no, I get your point. I mean, it's pretty much what I was saying, where I get lucky. Everybody in my family enjoyed hunting. That doesn't mean everybody goes anymore, but I know my daughter's pretty upset because she's going to be in training classes with the Guard. She's not going to be able to go hunting. I think she gets home the week after it goes out of season. So that's a bummer for her. That overloader wasn't even full. Or were you just bored?
A little of both.
Yeah, that bothers me too. That happens a lot. Says the other thing that annoys him is everyone in the family would get a tag and one person would go out and shoot them all. That happens too. I will say that, I can't say that I never took advantage of that either. It always seems to be that around hunting season is the worst for me. I either lose a job or like this year and was it 2 years ago, get injured and can't hunt. But it seems to be the time of year where I'm between jobs, so it's hard for me to put food on the table. So I can't say that I've never shot one and used a family member's tag on it. But what I can say is that deer was used. I ate every last bit of that deer. So I can't say I'm perfect and I abide by all the hunting laws, but I do try.
Alright, FK. And DoughBoy and DoughBoy stream, I gotta get up super early, so I'm gonna log out.
Alright, buddy.
All right.
I think I'm
I
gonna call her here pretty shortly too. I'm assuming Farmer Klein's about ready to wrap up. I already know he's not live anymore.
Yeah, I'm wrapped up. Some of us gotta work this morning.
Yeah. Well, I will get down here to the bottom edge of this field and turn around, and that's where I'll stop, so that way you can save and get out.
And we'll do more of the same on Wednesday, except with this time with Raznik. He can run his overloader he was wanting so bad on South Mountain.
Nice. Fred says, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Fred. Unfortunately, it's about midnight here, and we're about to wrap up. Yeah, my belly's growling pretty good, so I'm going to go up and grab some dinner and take my pain meds for the night. And like I said, I got a couple things I want to try to clean up, see if I got them working yet. And if I can't sleep, I may just record an episode and get it out for release tomorrow. Not quite sure yet what's going to happen. I hope I can sleep because I want to get up and do some work down here tomorrow, but we'll see what happens, guys. I'm not going to promise anything. John asks if we can get a like spike before the stream ends. Oh, that would be awesome. See how many likes we can get in here. Yeah, DB, I will. I don't know if Rubber Burner's asleep yet. Very well could be, as he hasn't said much of anything in chat, so I'll talk to him. We'll see what happens. But there we go, guys. We're shut off here at the bottom edge of the field. I want to thank Farmer Klein and Darren for letting us play with them here tonight. It's been a blast. Like that nice shot there of overlooking the farm. In fact, I'm going to maybe, can I turn off my HUDs in here? No. Wait. Can I turn HUDs off? No. Darn. Oh well, that would have been a good screenshot. But anyway, guys, thanks again. And we will catch you later. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and be good, or at least try to be. Happy farming, y'all. God bless. See ya.
What's the screen?